Hello, how's it going today? I am in Ottawa, Ontario here at the Mer Bleue Bog Trail, and there's actually a lot of different trails here today. We're going to explore the boardwalk, so come with me and let's explore this beautiful place. It's a beautiful evening, and it was raining just a couple of hours ago, so it might be a little wet on the trail, but that's okay. The sun's shining, and we actually might be able to see a really nice sunset if we stay long enough. So come with me and let's explore. All right, so there is an information sign right here beside the parking lot to let you know what's going on here at Mer Bleue. A sample of Canada's north here in the capital. Welcome to Mer Bleue. You're standing on one of the two sand ridges that extend into this large peat bog. A relic of the Ice Age, Mer Bleue is a remarkable reflection of our northern landscapes, vast, fragile, and mysterious. To make your visit more enjoyable, a picnic area and a boardwalk leading to the bog have been provided, and the panels will help you discover this little known feature of Canada's environment. And here just beside the parking lot there are actually restrooms that you can use if you need to as well. And there's a map over this way. All right, so we are just down this way here. And as you can see, there's a lot of different trails that are in the Mer Bleue sector. Okay, so we're just coming up to a nice little picnic area here where you can enjoy some lunch if you want before you head out onto the trail. It's actually a really nice area. Looks like we got some more information signs here. So this one talks about the peatlands that are actually across Canada. So you can see the different areas here all the way across our beautiful country. Actually, it talks about Grossmore National Park, Mer Bleue, and a bunch more across Canada. So this one talks about the birth of Mer Bleue. Buried under several kilometers of ice, then flooded by the ocean, this area underwent a great many changes when the ocean withdrew from the region. A huge and muddy Ottawa River flowed here. Okay, so where the city of Ottawa now stands, the river divided into two channels. One of these channels flowed through the site that is Mer Bleue around 10,000 years ago. All right, so just off to the right here, we're going to head on towards the boardwalk. Okay, so another sign, the Mer Bleue Trail. Okay, so this is actually a map of the entire boardwalk, and it's a loop just off that way. All right, so we have another sign here. It talks about the conservation area. Mer Bleue is more than a peat bog itself. The sand ridges, including the one behind you, and the marshes bordering the peat bog are also valuable parts of the green belt and are worth protecting. Although the marshes, the peat bog, and the sand ridges are quite different, they are closely linked. The Mer Bleue Conservation Area therefore includes all three of these habitats. All right, let's get onto the boardwalk here. And already we have a beautiful view. You can hear all the toads if you listen closely enough. Just look at this amazing view. The water is so still, it's like a mirror. So if you look, some people have left some bird seed here, and I hear from some reliable sources that if you come here during the day, you can actually feed the birds from your hand. They'll fly right up on your hand and grab some bird seed from you. All right, so we got another sign here, and it talks about the marshes. The only vestiges of the river that once flowed here between the sand ridges are the marshes that have not been taken over by the peat bog. In fact, it is unlikely that the bog will encroach on these marshes, since the mineral-rich waters draining from the ridges maintain conditions here that prevent accumulation of peat. Unlike the peat bog, the marshes are habitats where bacteria and insect life abound. These ensure that dead plants decompose swiftly, leaving no accumulation of peat and allowing nutrients to recycle. As a result of this recycling, marshes are rich in aquatic life. And I will say, I've come here at a really great time because we're getting a beautiful sunset here over the water. All right, so if you look down in the water on the lily pads, you might even see a frog or two. Like this little guy. I love all these information signs that we keep coming up to. There's another one. The Peat Bog at last. From this point, the boardwalk extends over a vast carpet of peat, which is not firm ground, but a buoyant mattress composed of moss. The peat is like an enormous sponge and is filled with water that is highly acidic, rather like vinegar. Growing conditions in the bog are quite different from those elsewhere, as are the plants that grow here. It's a mysterious place and a particularly fragile environment. And it says to just stay on the boardwalk. All right, so we're getting more into the boggy area. Seeing a lot less water and more little growth of trees and such. And we'll see some peat in a moment. Okay, so we have another information sign here. So talks about sphagnum. I believe I'm saying that right. It's also known as peat moss. It forms the very heart of the peat bog. It takes the place of soil. So there's a bunch of it everywhere under the shrubs. The acidity and lack of oxygen in this carpet of moss mean that there are no insects or bacteria to decompose the sphagnum when it dies. Covered over by new growth, it is preserved and accumulates to form peat. Oh, we got some more information coming up here. Secrets from the past. What would happen to an animal that becomes buried in the bog? It could be also preserved in the acidic peat of Mer Bleue. After thousands of years, a perfectly preserved body might be found. In fact, hundreds of human remains preserved for thousands of years have been found in bogs of Europe. In some cases, even the fragile expressions had remained intact. It is believed that these people were sacrificed during rituals in an age where the peat bog was considered a sacred place. I love coming to places like this where you have a very unique landscape, something that you don't see very often. This is certainly a hidden gem here in the city of Ottawa. I came at a really perfect time to see this view. In certain parts of the boardwalk, they have some nice seating areas, just like this one here. So here at the seating area, there is another information sign. A reminder of the Hudson Bay. Before leaving the peat bog, pause for a moment and let your imagination take you north to the Hudson Bay lowlands. This scene before you is very similar to the landscape of that region, the world's largest uninterrupted stretch of peatland extending as far as the eye can see. And if you even look hard enough on the side of the boardwalk here, you might even see some wild blueberries. All right, so we're gonna continue on. There's still lots more to see here. Okay, so we're getting onto a floating boardwalk now. Okay, so we're back here on the end of the boardwalk here at Mer Bleue Bog Trail. It's an absolutely beautiful trail. The view is just stunning. And you know, the first 5 seconds when I was on the beginning of the boardwalk, I was just blown away by the beautiful view. And when you come through, and you get to learn lots about what a bog is, and there's so many different information signs around the area that you can check out. So come on down to Ottawa and check out Mer Bleue Bog Trail. I highly recommend it. And as always, I'll see you at the next one.